Now, y'all look money hungry, and that's good. Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't fucking have any. They say money can't buy happiness. Look at the fucking smile on my face. Ear to ear, baby.
Welcome to the Morning After Pill. I'm Mole.
Meares.
Got to go over the BCS. The selections made yesterday for the BCS game, and lived up to the hype.
Yeah, it did.
Absolute bullshit and disgusting.
It's very horrible. Very horrible.
Let's list the games. First one is the Sugar Bowl.
Yep, we got Alabama and Utah.
We'll get into how disgusting a matchup that is. The Fiesta.
Yeah, Texas and Ohio State.
Again. Why? Orange Bowl.
Virginia Tech and Cincinnati.
Rose Bowl.
The USC and Penn State.
And then the national championship game, which might be the only one they got right.
Yeah, Florida, Oklahoma. That is going to be a great game.
But let's go over a couple things. Ohio State gets the final at-large bid.
Yeah, unbelievable that a two-loss team can get a non-automatic bid. An at-large
over
bid.
An undefeated team
right.
That's ranked ahead of them in the BCS standings.
Yes.
In the BCS standings.
Yeah.
Not a fucking poll, not a computer. In the BCS standings.
They get it over.
Why? Because each team gets $14 million, and the Big Ten only had $14 million from Penn State, so now they get $28.
Right.
They also jump over Texas Tech, who gets their 7 as opposed to 10, but they can't go because a conference can't have 3 teams
right.
in the BCS.
But yet, Texas can go, a team that Texas Tech had beaten.
Texas is going to complain that they should be in the national championship game because they beat Oklahoma head-to-head. They shouldn't be in the BCS because it's not a three-way tie.
Right.
Once Oklahoma's made the championship game, it's Texas versus Texas Tech. Texas Tech beat them head-to-head. They go to what? The fucking Pool and Weed Eater Bowl?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. And then the biggest conspiracy of all is you don't take 3 and 4 and put them against each other. You don't have Alabama play Texas, which would be far and away the second best bowl game.
By far.
You put them against the 2 weakest teams in the BCS. Why do you do that?
Well, because so there's no controversy over.
You can't have co-champs then, because you're going to say, well, they just beat Utah, well, they just beat Ohio State. Take your 14 mil, go home, thanks. Let's go watch Oklahoma play Florida. That better be a good game, because this whole system is just disgusting. It's stealing. Boise State should protest and not play any games next year. Just fuck it, I haven't any games. Screw it. Take my blue turf and go home.
I'm gonna go with what I think should have happened in the BCS. As bad as the system as it is, if you were gonna make at least it watchable for the viewers, let's start with how about doing Alabama against Texas?
How about?
3 against 4 right now. You can.
I think you're gonna get ratings. I don't know what this Ohio State allure is. They suck. 2 losses, boring. Big Ten, let's run into the line. Woo.
How about Utah undefeated against Boise State undefeated?
Why not? Well, because nobody's going to watch you. Small conference. They ain't going to make any money.
2 undefeated teams going at it? That's going to be a great game.
And I'll tell you what, the winner of that gets my vote for national champion.
The other games that I think they got right, well, I mean, you can't do anything with USC Penn State because the Rose Bowl sucks both the Pac-10 and the Big Ten's dicks. So they got to have those games. Virginia Tech, Cincinnati, you might not even play that game.
You get $14 million for that?
I mean, that's
disgusting. I mean, Virginia Tech, far and away, I said that Utah was the weakest. I think it's the weakest conference. I think Utah's better than some of the teams that made it in.
Oh, yeah.
They're better than Ohio State. They're better than Virginia Tech. But to put Alabama, who's a team that just lost for the first time, it's the end of the year. It's the end of the year. That's really important. They lost to the number 2 team in some polls, and they get the draw against the non-BCS conference team.
Makes no sense.
It makes sense when you don't want co-champions, you don't want controversy, and you have to slam a second Big Ten team in there to get $28 million. It's $14 million for playing in the game that gets dispersed throughout the conference. So the Big 12 gets $28 million, Big 10 gets $28 million, and I guess everybody else
is 1 team, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolute stealing.
What really, really pisses me off is the reason they brought Ohio State to the Fiesta Bowl was because the Fiesta Bowl, you guaranteed, did not want Texas Boise State.
Right.
They didn't want Boise State because they weren't going to bring the crowds that Ohio State's going to bring. Ohio State's going to bring the money. They're going to bring the fans. Yeah, they have more fans than fucking Boise State because, hey, they're not in Boise, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, Boise.
But Ohio State has a large fan base. I get that. But they don't deserve to be there. I mean, the kids from Boise State are getting screwed. Boise State beat Oklahoma 2 years ago in a bowl game.
In a bowl game, they beat Oregon this year.
Right.
They went undefeated, but all that aside, They are fucking ranked ahead of Ohio State in the BCS. What is the? We go to the BCS so Oklahoma can play in the Big 12 championship game. Oh, it's the BCS standings. But now when the money doesn't suit, you don't pay attention to the numbers.
Throw it away.
You can't have two non-BCS conferences. What on earth, as a player, do you tee it up in the beginning of the year, knowing that you're not going to lose a game? And not only don't you get a chance to play for the national championship, you don't get a chance to get into a BCS.
It's absolutely, why play? Why should the mid-conferences even play anymore?
They should just create their own little mid-conference wars and just have their own little league. It's a 1A minus.
I heard a guy.
1A minus.
I heard a guy say.
Fire it up.
Actually, I'm gonna reference this guy. There's a comment sent to our website.
Okay.
Guy said that
we have gotten a few.
He thinks this is the way to solve the BCS problem. I don't know if I agree with him, but it was an idea, so I'll throw it out there. 10-game season.
Okay.
At the end of 10 games, you get a 64-game tournament going, just like college basketball.
7 weeks.
It's 6 weeks.
Good Lord.
It ends the exact same time the national championship ends.
No.
Yes.
I get up 64 team. That's
6 weeks. 10 games, ends the same time.
I'll go 8. I go 64. That's just, the hell are you going to get at the 64 seed?
That's what he said. I'm just telling you, one of our viewers, he said that. He said you can still have all the bowl games. Each bowl game represents another one of the games. Bowl games will have to start, obviously, 4 weeks earlier.
Well, when you look at this and you see how the money is the only factor, TV, you know, and again, you're looking at a situation where you're not paying your product. Your players are your product. Don't give me shit about they're getting a free education, because that's not. You are making millions of dollars off the kids playing football, and you're not giving them anything. And God forbid they take shoes at half price. You'll end their life. Yeah, they'll go to the store and get shoes at half price. You'll eliminate them from playing for the rest of their life, and then they won't get in the NFL. It's a crime that the kids bring in this much money, and then they hold everything over their heads. They don't pay the product, and fat cats are getting fatter, and it makes me sick. Ohio State getting it over Texas Tech and Boise State. I don't want to hear a rule about 3 teams. If it's your top 8, you're taking 8. Top 10, you're taking 10. I mean, you got to include Virginia Tech and Cincinnati.
You weren't even in the top 12.
Oh, it's just disgusting the way it works.
Well, here, you know something else that pisses me off? And this is a personal preference. Why the fuck are you playing the national championship on a Thursday fucking night?
I don't even know that.
I
don't understand why you gotta wait till the 8th, the 7th.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be the 2nd, 3rd, at the latest. Now it's the 8th, but it's a Thursday night. It's a Thursday night. It's gonna be at fucking 9 o'clock. So the game won't get over to midnight. Nobody's gonna be able to watch it. We're doing it for the TV ratings. Gotta get the TV ratings in there.
It's not even worth. You know, it's so exhausting to try and make points. But this year, with the 10th team going over the 9th team, with the 9th team being undefeated and the 10th team having 2 losses. You're done explaining anything.
Right.
There is no logic. There is nothing else. Scrap the whole fucking thing. Just do whatever you got to do.
National champions again.
They probably got the championship game right, and whatever. It's just exhausting. It's terrible.
It is.
But that's our view on the BCS.
Yes, bull crap system.
Bull crap system. I came up with that. That's mine. All right, is that it?
Yeah, I think we'll cut it for now. And,
all right, well, www.morningafterpillshow.com.
www.moleandmeares.com.
I've seen some pretty shitty situations in my life, but nothing has ever sucked more ass than this.